Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again for another Blu Ray DVD update video for you guys today. It's been about 2 weeks or so since my last one. Got a nice little stack of stuff here to talk to you guys about today. Also, my mom's going to be popping in with her guest reviews a little bit later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys enjoy my videos whatsoever, please give this video a thumbs up, share it around on Facebook and Twitter, let your friends know about my YouTube channel here. I'm also rocking I Survived the Horror Pack Year 1 t-shirt I got in the mail today. But guys, let's get started with it. The first one up over here is from the Arrow Video US. Very excited to talk about this release right here because I've been a big fan of this director and of this movie for many years, and that is Wes Craven's The Hills Have Eyes. It comes in a nice, hard case right here with new commission artwork. And if you guys have never seen The Hills Have Eyes, this is Wes Craven's second film. His first film was Last House on the Left. It came out like 2 or 3 years before this film, and I don't know. I just been a big fan of this movie and Michael Berryman for a long time. I even got a chance to interview Michael Berryman a couple of weeks ago at Son of Monsterpalooza. But if you guys have never seen Hills Have Eyes, it's pretty much about this family, driving through the desert. The car breaks down and they are getting terrorized by a family of cannibals, and that's pretty much the movie. And I always really dug this film, and I wanted to see what Arrow Video had to offer us for this release right here. With this new Blu Ray, you get a new 4K restoration of the film, so the movie has never looked any better from any other previous editions. You get a lot of the other special features from previous editions of this movie on this Blu Ray right here, but you also get 2 new audio commentary tracks, one with Michael Berryman and some of the other stars. You also get the original Wes Craven commentary track, and you also get the hour-long documentary on the making of the film on here that was on previous editions. You also get like a movie poster in here, which is the cover art and everything like that. You also get the original poster art for the film right over here, and it also comes with a 40-page booklet with different pictures and information on the film, which I think is really cool that they added into this release right here. And I want to let you guys all know that Arrow Video US has finally put out this really awesome Blu-ray. And they also put out, too, another film that I remember loving when I first saw. They even made a remake to this film starring Jennifer Connelly, the early 2000s. I love that one, too. And that is Dark Water here, the original Japanese film. And this is from the creator of the Ring movie and stuff like that. I don't know, this movie just always kind of creeped me out. It's pretty much about this mother, single mother moving in to this new home with her child, and the place is kind of run down, kind of beat up and things, and the mother's just trying to survive and do her thing, and going through problems with the husband and all this kind of stuff. But as soon as she moves in there with her child, this weird dilapidated building, she starts seeing things and hearing noises, and crazy stuff starts to happen. And it's just a really fun ride if you've never seen it before. It looks so beautiful here on Blu-ray. It doesn't have like a 4K transfer or anything like that. It's just like a regular 1080p upgrade, but it still looks so nice on Blu-ray. It comes with a DVD and the Blu-ray version of the film in this pack here for you guys who don't have Blu-rays out there yet. Up on here, TV spots, original documentary on the film right here. So if you're a fan of Dark Water, definitely upgrade to the new Arrow Video US Blu-ray. Looks so beautiful. And next up over here from Warner Brothers is a movie I didn't get a chance to see in the theater, and I was just really enthralled by the trailers because the trailers look really freaky, and that is Lights Out. And I'm not gonna lie, this cover's kind of weak. I think they could have done a little something more. I don't know, it just seems kind of plain here, but it's about a ghost terrorizing this family, and it's this family trying to figure out how to stop this ghost and how to survive, what's going on. Because this ghost is not just like any other ghost. The ghost only comes and gets you when the lights are off. Like if the lights are on, the ghost can't do jack. But the lights are off, it's lurking in the darkness, and it's pretty cool how they use they use that in this movie. You know what I mean? Like it seems like it'll get kind of tired after a while, but the director did a really good job with it. You know what I mean? Like I really like how in some scenes there's some light spots and some dark spots, and you see the ghost figure in the dark spots. And you're like, okay, how's this person going to get out of the situation here? I don't know. I was really enjoying this movie. I was really on the edge of my seat watching this thing. I'm not even lying. I really loved this thing. This was really kind of a lot of fun, and I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. But sad to say, the only thing on this Blu-ray is 6 deleted scenes or whatever. It was like 16 minutes or 15 minutes of deleted scenes. It was you know, nothing to write home about it. I wish I had like a little making of or something on here. But that's lights out, man. If you guys love horror movies, definitely check this one out. It was a lot of fun. And next up over here from the Warner Archive collection, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I keep wanting to call it My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but it's called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Season 1 here on DVD. This one is about this girl named Rebecca Bunch, who's obsessed, you know, with this guy when she was in high school or whatever. And then years go by. Her boyfriend breaks up with her at the end of was it high school, summer camp, something like that. Breaks up with her, and she's like heartbroken. She's all heartbroken about it and everything. And she goes on to become a successful businesswoman and everything like that. But then years later, this guy comes back into her life somehow. One day they bump into each other on the street, and she becomes all obsessed again, you know, with this guy and wants to be with him. And so she ends up quitting her job that she's getting paid a lot of money for, and moves into the town where her ex-boyfriend lives without him knowing. And it's just pretty much her just wanting to get him back, and like just being really kind of creepy about it. But like, I just thought the show is a lot of fun. There's like musical elements in it. Like if you like movies like Rent or Hairspray, there's like, you know, musical numbers, which I thought was kind of cool that they add in here. It's just a really fun show that I didn't think I was gonna like. But like, I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like, I ended up watching like half the first season of it so far. But that's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend season 1 here on DVD. Really, really enjoying that show so far. And next up over here from the Warner Archive collection is the complete 8th season of Family Matters, man. One of my all-time favorite shows from back in the day on TGIF. I remember used to watching that every Friday night when I got home from school. That and like Step by Step and, you know, Full House, and like all those shows back in the day. And I'm just really happy that the Warner Archive collection is putting these out. I think there's 2 or 3 more seasons that we need released before we got the complete collection out on DVD. I don't know. I'm just really happy that they're putting this out right here. You get all 24 episodes on 3 discs right over here of season 8, and this is like the season where it was called Steve Urkel and the Winslow family go to Paris on vacation at the beginning of this show. I don't know. I always liked the later seasons of the show. The earlier seasons were cool too, but like I've just been a big fan, and I absolutely adore watching this show because it brings back so many memories to me when I'm watching them now. But next up over here from Sony is a movie that I always loved, and I just wanted to see it on 4K because it's just one of those movies that you want to see on 4K. Like, you want to see it on the best possible format out there, and that is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This was just released on Blu Ray and 4K this week, and I just had to get my hands on this one, man, because you know me, I love martial art movies in general, and this is one of the most beautiful martial art movies ever made, and I just wanted to see it in the best possible format. It's pretty much about a sword that is stolen, and about a master trying to get the sword back, while there's like a masked person out there trying to get it too. And it's just a beautifully shot, beautifully acted film. If you've never seen it before, it's a real simple story, but like, it's just so breathtaking to watch. You know, I know it's a lot of wire work and like, you know, people being pulled in on wires and like, you know, floating in the air and all that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. You know what I mean? I dig it. But my favorite kind of martial art movies, like the down and dirty, you know, like Jackie Chan, like Shaolin Wooden Men, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. Like, what's it called? 36 Chambers of Shaolin. Those are like my favorites of all time. But this is one of those ones, man. In 4K, it looks so beautiful with the deep and rich colors that the 4K brings out, the HDR. But on this Blu-ray, you get brand new features on the 4K release of this film. You get a new introduction to the film with Ang Lee, 6 deleted scenes never seen before. You also get over an hour long retrospective of the film, talking to Ang Lee and some of the actors, and how it changed their lives being a part of this film. If you guys have never seen this movie, definitely see it and get it on 4K. And next up over here is a movie I was excited to see too. And that is Star Trek Beyond. This is from Paramount Home Entertainment right over here. And this is, of course, a new 4K Blu-ray digital copy combo. And this one right here is about the crew of the Enterprise. They crash land, on this planet after, being in space, doing their exploration, and it crash lands, and now this evil guy named Kroll is after them, and after something that's on their ship that they don't know is what's on their ship, but yet the crew crew of the Enterprise, gets scattered when the ship crash lands, and this evil guy Kroll is just after them, really really bad guy, and trying to get this device that's on their ship that he really needs. And I just thought this movie was kind of cool. You know what I mean? I'm not the super biggest, Star Trek fan. I'm not even gonna lie. Star Wars all the way, in my opinion. When it comes to Star Trek or Star Wars, I'm gonna have to go with Star Wars. But like this movie was actually a lot of fun. Like, I think I like this one a little bit more than the previous 2 Star Trek films. Just in my opinion. I know it's not the fan favorite, but like I really did dig it, and it looks so beautiful here on Blu Ray and 4K. The color gamut. The way that, how you get to see a movie that supposedly is shot in space, or looks like a space movie. It just looks so beautiful, so vibrant with the colors and stuff. But on this Blu-ray, you get deleted scenes, the Origin of Darkness, the story of the making of the film, and you also get a feature on here called "To Live Long and Prosper: 50 Years of Star Trek," which I thought was a really cool featurette that they had on here.
Hi, just stopping by real quick once again. I just have 2 episodic television series that I'll talk to you about. They were both done in the 80s, and they're both from Mill Creek. The first one, Thump. I don't know if any of you out there ever remember Miami Vice. And this particular set has all 5 seasons. And the reason I go to Thump is, of course, for the good old Don Johnson. Oh, he was so good looking. I remember, getting in front of the TV every time it was on. And Don Johnson and Philip Michael Thomas, they play, Sonny Crockett and Ricardo Tubbs. They're 2 Miami-Dade Police Department undercover cops in the 80s, and they, it's mainly drug cartels or drug-related crime. The show was mainly conceived, or not conceived, but back then they instituted music and fashion. So everybody would watch just for the fashions that the men wore, especially Don Johnson, if you remember the series at all, with his white suits, the white jacket and the white pants. I remember watching this as a girl. I really liked it. I think the series aired from 1984 to 1989. I just really liked it. There's a lot of action, a lot of visual effects. Believe it or not, even though it's like a pastel color, it's really kind of a dark-ish cop show. And what happens is, there's one character, Gregory Sierra, I don't know if you people remember him as an actor. He was on the first 4 episodes, but then was replaced with the famous actor, also was famous, Edward James Olmos. They played like the Crockett and Tubbs boss. So anyway, this is the complete set, all 5 seasons. It's really great. Pick it up if you were into those 1980s cop shows, because it's really a good one. The last one I have for you today, and I love this just as much, Knight Rider, if you remember that at all, starring David Hasselhoff. And he's just as dreamy as the rest of the cast. He plays plays a detective, Michael Long, who in the first episodes gets shot in the face. And then he awakens in this mansion, and they have reconfigured his face and given him a new identity. And they call him Michael Knight. Well, he's also equipped with Kit the car. I'm sure you people who as old as I am, remember that, because I loved Kit. I thought that was the greatest invention of anything I saw, even James Bond type cars. This was a great car. I believe it was a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, if you're into cars, and they just, duded it all up and everything. And this particular box set from Mill Creek, it's the full 4 seasons of Knight Rider, and like I said, it stars David Hasselhoff, Edward Mulhare, who is sort of like, he gets his assignments from, he's like the head of the Knight Foundation, and this is Kit, the Knight Industries 2000, that K-I-T-T, get it? Anyway, he fights crime along with Kit the car, and the car talks to him. And apparently back then, this particular actor who played the car did not want to be credited with it, but without even looking and without even showing it on the screen, I knew, I'm going, gosh, who is that voice? That voice is familiar. Sure enough, looked it up. William Daniels, whom some of you may remember from the Wonder Years, who played the teacher. Oh, it's great. He was just perfect as kid. I don't know why he didn't want to be credited for it, but pick this up. This one I really enjoyed because I had kind of forgotten about Knight Rider, but as soon as I put in the first episode, I went, oh, yeah, because the car is so cool, and I believe a long time ago they had it at Universal Studios. Woohoo! I'm sure it's no longer there. Anyway, pick this up and pick up either one, Knight Rider or Miami Vice. They're both from Mill Creek, and this is the full series, and they're on Blu Ray. How about that? All right, well, thanks for stopping by.
All right, everyone, and next up over here from Disney, that is Alice Through the Looking Glass over here on Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. Of course, this film stars Anne Hathaway, Johnny Depp, Sacha Baron Cohen, and a slew of other people. This is, of course, the sequel to the 2010 live-action film Alice in Wonderland. I was kind of excited to check this one out, and it's pretty much about Alice being transported back into Wonderland again and finding out that the Mad Hatter, Johnny Depp's character, is just really depressed and kind of just like, you know, just is going, he's extra mad and just out of his mind, being depressed because he found out about what happened to his family and all that stuff. All these memories are brushing back to him again. And it's about Alice, you know, trying to figure out how she can help Mad Hatter. So she comes up with this scheme to go see the time guy, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, because he has this device where she can travel back in time and maybe change different things that happened in history to make the Mad Hatter not be so crazy and depressed and stuff. And it's the adventure that she goes on, you know, to make the Mad Hatter happy again or not as mad. And I thought this one was kind of cool, a lot better, I enjoyed this one a lot more than the original Alice in Wonderland live action film that came before this one. It has like some really nice characters in here. I know, you know, sometimes with Johnny Depp and his crazy characters, it's kind of tiring sometimes, but like I still like them. But this Blu-ray looks absolutely wonderful. I also get, you know, the behind-the-scenes look of the film. You also get audio commentary tracks, deleted scenes, music videos on this Blu-ray right here. But I gotta say, I like this one. I like this one better than the 2010 live-action one. And next up over here from Lionsgate Home Entertainment is a movie starring Eddie Murphy, and I just want to see it because of him. And it's called Mr. Church. It's a real simple movie, but it's pretty much about this mother and daughter are going through something really tragic because the mother is dying. She has this cancer, I believe, and she can die any day now. The doctor gave her like 6 months to live, and now the mother has hired this guy to take care of her for her remaining time. His name is Mr. Church, played by Eddie Murphy. He's a cook, and he just takes care of her and different things like that. But the mother, doesn't die as soon as he thought, she was going to, and then it's just the whole story between the daughter, the mother, and Mr. Church, and how they form this family together and different things. Something does happen in this film that's really tragic and different things, but like it's just the family that they kind of. They kind of form in a way, but yet the young girl of this family knows nothing about the private life of Mr. Church, even though they've known each other for many, for a very long time. She knows nothing about what Mr. Church does when he leaves and stuff. She just really wants to know what he does. Does he have a family? Does he have a girlfriend? What does he do? Kind of thing. But I found this movie to be so touching, man. Like it's one of those ones like I cried to. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought Eddie Murphy did a very good job in this film. But that's Mr. Church here on Blu-ray. On this Blu-ray, you get a featurette on here and a little interview with Eddie Murphy and stuff. Alright, everyone, and next up over here is a movie that you guys are going to be surprised that I didn't like. But it has 2 stars in it that I absolutely love. One is my favorite action star of all time, Jackie Chan. And the other one is Johnny Knoxville, who I love from the Jackass films and stuff. And I was just really let down by this movie. It's pretty much about Jackie Chan's character, who's a police officer. At the beginning of this film, his partner gets killed by this evil guy, and it's pretty much Jackie Chan's character trying to find this guy to get revenge on his partner. But then the only person that can possibly help Jackie Chan out on this mission is Johnny Knoxville's character, who might have something that can help Jackie get that bad guy and take him out and different things. And it's about Jackie Chan and Johnny Knoxville's character, who Johnny Knoxville is kind of like a, like a con man kind of guy. And it's pretty much them trying, getting together and like, going across the country to try to take this bad guy out. And, of course, there's action and comedy along the way. But, like, it was just really kind of dull. You know what I mean? Like, it has all the elements to, like, a Jackie Chan movie that you've seen back in the 90s or whatever, like, just like that. But if this, like, I don't know what it is. It just felt really generic. It's like a movie I've seen 100 times before from Jackie Chan. You know what I mean? Like, I love him. I do. I really do dig his movies. I have every single movie that he's ever done. I was just really let down by it because I thought it could have been a lot better than it was. You know what I mean? The action sequences with Jackie doing his stunts and flipping and doing all this crazy stuff was cool. But the movie is only 98 minutes, and when I was watching it, I checked the time, and it was on for 30 minutes. I'm like, shit, it felt like I was watching it for 2 hours. You know what I mean? I was really kind of let down by it. This Blu-ray only has a featurette on here with Jackie and Johnny Knoxville talking about the making of the movie and director's commentary. It's also directed by Rennie Harlan, the guy that directed Die Hard 2, a guy that directs really cool action movies. But like, I don't know, like I was just let down by it really, really bad, and I was just kind of just like, god damn it, I was really expecting it to be good because I love those guys. But next up over here is a movie from RLJ Entertainment, and I was excited to get this movie in the other day. And that is Kickboxer Vengeance. And this is the remake film of the original Kickboxer that came out back in 1989, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love the Kickboxer movies, Kickboxer, Bloodsport, like all that kind of stuff from back in the day. Of course, even Don the Dragon Wilson movies from back then. So I was like really pumped up to see this one because I saw the trailer and everything like that. And the thing that really got me pumped up for it was that Jean-Claude Van Damme is in this thing. I'm like, okay, cool. This is a new kickboxing movie starring the man himself, Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I'm like, okay, this could be cool. I was watching the trailer and stuff, and I'm going, they're talking, they're doing stuff. I'm like, okay, Van Damme's in it. Okay, cool. And then I heard the name, Tong Po. I'm like, oh, shit. They're going to have that actor back from the original, what's it called? The original kickboxer movies back again in this. I'm like, oh shit, they have Van Damme and they're gonna have the original actor to play Tong Po up in there. I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be dope. Sad to say, the original actor that played Tong Po is not in this. It's a different guy playing the same character. But his name's Dave Bautista, the guy from WWE, playing that same character in this movie. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine, whatever. At least we got, Jean-Claude Van Damme in here. But it's pretty much the same thing as the original film about these two brothers who are martial artists and different things. And one lady comes up to the brothers and says, hey, we're having this tournament, overseas. So if you want to come on down, you can make all this money if you beat our champion Tong Po in a fight and things. So one of the brothers, goes down there, to fight this guy and then dies in the ring. And then it's about the other brother that's still around going down there to seek revenge on his brother's death and trying to take out Tong Po. And but in this film, what's it called? Jean-Claude Van Damme plays the guy, the trainer that helps the young man try to get revenge on his brother. He's the guy that's doing the training in this movie, which I thought was super cool. You know what I mean? So if you're a fan of Kickboxer, definitely get this movie. It was actually a lot of fun, and I would really get it to support Jean-Claude Van Damme because I really wanted to see him have a comeback and do more action movies again. You know what I mean? Like do movies like this again because he was kicking ass in this movie. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the best movie. The original one's a lot better. I'm not gonna lie, but it is a remake of the original film, but with different elements, and it's not exactly like a shot for shot thing. But I really did get a kick out of this one. You get a making of featurette on here, which was not the longest thing on the planet, but you do, man, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme in a kickboxing movie. Do I need to say anything else? But guys, thank you so much for watching my new Blu-ray DVD update video. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys all later. Woo!